Hello, darlings. You've all heard of Marilyn Monroe.
Welcome back, darlings. I'm TV host, entertainment journalist, Cognac Wellerlane. And this is a very new segment. It's called Fragrance Friday. And of course, you know all my hauls would not be complete without my very, very favorite Moet Chandon Rosé Imperial Pink Champagne. And today is all about a beautiful haul with Paris Hilton's new line of fragrances. It's called Gold Rush, Pink Rush, Rosé Rush, and Luxe Rush. They are 4 fabulous fragrances that are fruity, floral, and gourmand. And without further ado, darlings, let's get into this sexy fragrance haul. My very first item is Paris Hilton's first perfume, which is the Gold Rush. And the Gold Rush is also a very fruity, floral, vanilla scent. It's a spicy scent with amber undertones, but it is also a very sweet and gourmand fragrance. And this was the first fragrance to come out in her line. And I'm going to read you the notes to this very sexy fragrance. So Paris Hilton Gold Rush Hilton for Women was her very first fragrance that she did come out with. And I'm going to read you the notes. Gold Rush by Paris Hilton is a fruity, floral, gourmand fragrance for women. Gold Rush was launched in 2016, and the top notes are nectarine, lemon, and bergamot. Middle notes are orchid, rosé, petals, and violet base notes are praline, vanilla, and cashmere wood. So this is a beautiful fragrance, ladies. I tried it and I thought it was just very, very sexy. It comes, as you see, in this gorgeous gold box. I just thought this was so beautiful, this box. And there is, of course, a picture of Paris right on the cover of it, right on the front of it. And what's very nice about this line, the Rush line, it's a very sexy line. It has the silhouette of a woman's body, very much like Christina Aguilera's fragrances, but this is of a gold bustier and, of course, a long, luscious gown. And this fragrance is just beautiful. Really, really beautiful. I'm going to put it behind my ears, behind my sexy knees. And it has a wonderful, wonderful aroma, a beautiful scent, very sexy, very flirty, very glamorous. As I said before, it's a very, very sexy, glamorous fragrance. And the main accords are sweet, vanilla, latonic, powdery, and nutty. And that's what makes it so sexy and glamorous. Perfect when you wear your gold lame gown, your gold gown, all your gold jewelry, and of course when you're drinking champagne. It is the most perfect thing to wear on a night, on a sexy date, on a night out on the town when you want to be glamorous and alluring and sexy. We'll be back with more fragrance, darlings.
Life's not about trying to impress or changing who you are. It's about your attitude, and that's what's hot.
My next fragrance is her second fragrance that is so fabulous. And this, of course, is the Platinum Rush. And the Platinum Rush is also very fruity. It's also very gourmand. But, of course, now it's platinum, it's silver, it's white gold. Actually, it's really platinum because platinum is the most expensive line of jewelry you could possibly get. It's even more expensive than gold. Now this fragrance is also very sexy, it's also very fruity, and it also has an aquatic fragrance. It smells like water, like the ocean, like the beach. So it's also a very, very sexy, very, very alluring scent. And I'm going to read you the notes so you know exactly what is in this particular fragrance. So this, let me just get my notes here. And this is a beautiful fragrance, like I mentioned. The main accords are fruity, it's sweet, it's aquatic, it's tropical. It's a tropical scent. It's fresh. It has a very clean aroma to it. Again, it's floral, and it has some green and musky undertones. So I'm going to read you a little bit about this fabulous fragrance. Platinum Rush by Paris Hilton is a fragrance for women. This is a new fragrance in her Rush collection. Platinum Rush was launched in 2016. The nose behind this fragrance is Frank Volek, I believe that's how you pronounce his name. Top notes are mango, pear, and red apple. That's where you get the gourmand, the very fruity essence of the fragrance. The middle notes are watery notes, magnolia, green accord, floral notes, and lily of the valley. And the base notes are very sexy and deep. They're cashmere musk, amber, and patchouli. And as I mentioned to you before, patchouli is used in a lot of fragrances because it has a very, very strong scent, and it works really well with a lot of different fragrances, and it captures the aroma, it captures the scent, and makes the scent very long lasting. Now, let me just look and see how long this fragrance, according to Fragrantica, considering the longevity is it's considered to be moderate and somewhat long lasting. And the ciliage on this is very good. The ciliage is moderate, but it's bordering on the enormous, which means that when you do spray it on yourself, it will fill up the whole room. So that's a good thing. And I'm going to take a whiff of this. Mm. And of course, it comes in a beautiful silver box, a platinum box, and Paris is wearing a beautiful silver gown. As you can see, she's wearing a beautiful silver gown in this, and she looks amazing. And again, this is a beautiful, sexy, fruity, aquatic fragrance. So let's take it, and a little bit of amber in it too. Gorgeous. So that's my second fragrance in the Rush line, the Paris Hilton Rush line. So let's get into more of Paris Hilton's fragrances.
When you're in a world that's trying to make you something else, it's being yourself that is the greatest accomplishment. Experience my newest fragrance, Platinum Rush.
My next fragrance is the Rosé Rush, and this is like one of my favorites out of the collection because it's rosé, and of course the bottle is so glamorous. The bottle is, again, shaped like a woman's body, a woman's gown, the bustier, the rose gold bustier, and of course the beautiful frosted glass, glittery bottom is supposed to be a long, gorgeous rose gold gown that Paris Hilton is well known for. She was the most beautiful designer clothes, as you know. She's famous for her style, her chic, all her chic clothes and her glamorous ensembles. And we know her best for her wardrobe, of course, and that she is one of the most glamorous women in the world today. So let me read you the notes of the rosé scent, and of course it does have rose. That's the main ingredient in this particular perfume, and I will read you all the notes in this beautiful, sexy fragrance. Paris Hilton main accords are tropical rosé, fresh, floral, fruity, sweet, and of course very, very sexy and very, very musky. And let me read to you about this perfume. Rosé Rush by Paris Hilton is a floral, fruity fragrance for women. Rose Rush was launched in 2017. The notes behind this fragrance is also Richard Herpen. Top notes are rosé petals, lychee, and neroli, and the middle notes are May rose, papaya, and peony base. Notes are white musk, amber, and cedar. But out of all the fragrances, I don't believe that this has the longest staying power. It's considered, it's, you know what, looking at this right now, according to Fragrantica.com, it is considered a moderate fragrance with the longevity, but it doesn't last as long, but the ciliage on this is also very good. It ties with, some people say it's strong, some people say it's enormous. So it doesn't really last that long, but when you do spray it, it does fill the whole room with the scent, and that's what we want, ladies. But it's a beautiful, also a very sexy fragrance because of the rose in it. It's more of a feminine, more of a daytime fragrance, I think. Although, even though she has, it looks like a rose gold evening gown that she has in the bottle. It's so beautiful. The silhouette is just so sexy and gorgeous. I really think this is more of a daytime fragrance. But let me just try it. Gorgeous. Of course, you put it behind your sexy knees, behind your ears, on your pulse points, and I like to spray it all over my legs too, because it's so sexy. And it is really, really beautiful, this fragrance. Really sexy, really gorgeous, really, really beautiful. So we are going to get into our last fragrance. So keep watching.
Don't be a queen waiting on a king. Be a queen busy with her kingdom until her king arrives.
My last Paris Hilton fragrance is her most sophisticated fragrance yet. And this is a floral amber sexy scent, and it's called Luxe Rush. And this by far is her most elegant and most sophisticated fragrance, Luxe Rush. And it comes in a beautiful box, a black, sort of like a sapphire. It's not really black, it's like a navy blue sapphire color. Of course you would wear this with a sapphire gown, naturally. Sapphires and diamonds, that's what you would wear it with, I'm sure. But that's the box that it comes in. Luxe Rush by Paris Hilton. Of course, this is the 3.4. By the way, all of these fragrances are the 3.4 fluid ounce. The Gold Rush is the only one that is not 3.4. That is about, I believe that's 1.7 ounces. But this fragrance, as I mentioned to you, is very, very sexy. It's very sophisticated. It's very grown up. It's really for a much more sexy, mature woman, and I absolutely love this fragrance. And I'm going to read to you the main accords. It's white floral, it's citrus, it's woodsy, it's floral. It has other florals besides the white floral. It also has patchouli, which makes it long-lasting. It's fresh, it's latonic, warm, spicy, fresh spicy, and of course the last note is rose, which is another, Paris likes the roses in her perfumes. So now let me read to you a little bit more about this fabulous fragrance. Luxe Rush by Paris Hilton is an amber floral fragrance for women. Luxe Rush was launched in 2019. The nose behind this fragrance is Michel Defina. The top notes are Sicilian bergamot and pink peony. The middle notes are tiger lily, tuberose, and frangipani. And the base notes are milk, mousse, patchouli, and sandalwood. And the sandalwood, of course, is what makes it smell so grown up, so sophisticated, so mature. So let's take a whiff of this particular fragrance. This is my favorite. This is really, really sexy, ladies. Really sexy, really glamorous. Oh, it's gorgeous, this perfume. Boy, is this gorgeous. I really, really love this one the most. This one has the most glamorous. This fragrance you wear when you're wearing your sapphires and your diamonds, ladies. This is the sexiest. Out of all the fragrance that she has here, I love this the most. This is really sexy. Even though I love the Rosé Rush, this, ladies, smells divine. Oh my God. It just, behind your sexy knees, in your hair. Boy, is this gorgeous. So this is the complete line of the Rush collection, the Paris Hilton Lush collection. And of course my two favorites are the Rose Rush, and the Luxe Rush. sexy, glamorous, and just beautiful and divine to wear. Well, I hope you enjoyed my review on the Rush collection of Paris Hilton. I certainly loved it. I certainly loved doing it. I thought all her fragrances are sexy. I thought they were beautiful and romantic and glamorous. And of course, I don't know if you know this, guys, but I did interview Paris Hilton many, many times. I interviewed her at New York Fashion Week. I also interviewed her at the Fifi Awards, where they gave her a wonderful award. And I spoke to her mother and her father, who are both extremely proud of her.
I'm very proud of her to win this award and to be honored by her peers. It's fantastic.
She is beautiful. You know she's beautiful.
Well, thank you.
And very intelligent.
Yes, she is. This shows it. For her to, win an award for one of the better fragrances.
It certainly is. It certainly is. Let me ask you, what do you think is next for your daughter?
Well, she's, licensing all kinds of products, so there's still some areas she hasn't been involved with, so I'm sure that we'll all be surprised.
She's like the Star Trek Enterprise, right?
Yeah, she's got quite a brand going.
She's got quite a brand going. Well, I hope you enjoy the Fifis.
Thank you.
Kathy, tell my audience, I just spoke to your husband. You must be so proud of Paris.
I am over the moon. I was just saying several years back, we were, Paris and Nikki were presenting a Fifi Award, and to think that now she's going to be receiving one for Fairy Dust is very, very exciting. We're very proud.
I'm sure you are. She's gone through a lot, and she's learned a lot, too.
Yes, we all have.
Now, let me ask you, what are you going to be working on now? Are you working on a fragrance?
I have a fragrance, My Secret.
My Secret.
So go to CathyHilton.com.
Tell my audience, what are you wearing, darling? The dress.
Oh, this is Marc Jacobs and Louboutin shoes and Valentino, and of course Paris Hilton.
And Paris Hilton. Fabulous. Well, we'll be back in a moment, darlings. More.
I mean, if I was to win, it would feel great. It's truly it's a blessing, to be honored for something that you...
Paris, it's a pleasure to meet you,
Hi,
darling.
gorgeous.
Hello.
How are you, darling?
Let me ask you, darling, what does it feel like to win a Fifi Award?
It's amazing. This is like the Oscars of the fragrance world for an award show. So I am so excited. I was a presenter years and years ago when I was like a teenager, first moving to New York City. So tonight, to be honored with this award is amazing, and it really makes me happy that people realize that and see what a big deal this is.
Now let me ask you, darling, when you launched this fragrance, did you have something specific in mind, like a certain kind of key ingredient that you wanted people to smell like?
I just think, a fragrance is like an accessory. It's like part of an outfit, the way you smell, and I always want my fans and everyone who wears it to have this feeling, and I always have, every fragrance I have, this has this euphoria to it. Men are turned on by it, and I love it. It's really exciting.
You want women to smell beautiful, feel fabulous, and look glamorous, right?
Exactly. That's what it's all about.
Glamour is what it's all about, darling. I know. I want to be glamorous, too.
You are glamorous. You kidding? I love this. So hot.
I love this. What are you wearing? Tell my audience what you're wearing.
I'm wearing Georges Chakra Couture.
I love the shoes, by the way.
Thank you. They're Gina
Thank
London.
you very much, Paris, for that wonderful little interview. You knock him dead, darling. You knock him dead.
And she's a very, very nice person, a very glamorous woman, and she was very nice to talk to. She really, really was. And she was very excited because they were giving her a Fifi Award that night. So I had the pleasure of meeting Paris several times. So I hope you enjoyed all these fragrances. I hope you enjoyed myself talking about this wonderful collection, the Rush collection of Paris Hilton. I certainly did. And of course, my channel is all about glamour and shopping hauls and celebrity interviews. So please, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. And always leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of these fragrances. And let me know what kind videos you'd like me to make. But I enjoyed doing this particular one because I love talking about sexy fragrances and I love talking about glamour. And I just thought that this would be a wonderful video to do. And of course, you know, I love fragrance. So please leave me some comments below. I know Gigi's impatient. She wants to sit with me, but then she cries if I don't put her on my lap. But she gets a little impatient. She cries a little bit. She wants me to give her all the attention. So, and she knows I'm talking to the camera, so she's not that happy about that. But she still cries if I don't put her on my lap. She cries. But I want you to let me know what you think of the video, and let me know what kind of videos you would like me to make. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell to let you know when I'm going to, when I do publish a new video. Now, I always publish a video every Sunday or Monday, and as I mentioned before, my videos are all about celebrity Zoom interviews and shopping hauls with Victoria's Secret and Bath and Body Works and Shein and Fashion Nova, and Amazon, of course, is my favorite. And by the way, all of these fragrances I did purchase off of Amazon. So they all came from Amazon, and they come real quick, you know, within a few days. So I love you all, and as I mentioned, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, darlings, and pink champagne kisses.
Hello, darlings. You've all heard of Marilyn Monroe. Some of you know Bridget Bardot. Well, now it's time for the Cognac show. I said Cognac, ooh, ooh. I said Cognac, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm a bubbly blonde, fabulously dressed to impress. One of a kind girl. I was brought into this world wrapped up in pearls. I love to mingle, though my husband reminds me I'm not single. I meet and greet both the famous and the elite. I ride in limousines, drinking the finest champagne, wearing furs, dazzling diamond jewelry. A girl can't complain. I live the upscale life, dining in the finest restaurants, eating the best caviar for free. And no matter how much I enjoy cognac, ooh, ooh. I said cognac, ooh, ooh, ooh. This has been a Crybaby Productions, darlings.